Welcome to Friday, and it is Friday at the firm. That's what we're temporarily calling this thing until we come up with a more clever name.
I think we're stuck with that one at this point.
Yeah. And it's right that that we're all for having a drink on Friday afternoon because we kind of had a rough Wednesday, to say the least. Not rough, but good, but not. It was just necessary meeting.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're all glad
We got through it.
Yep, we got through it, and so now it's time to have a drink.
And it's been a good week in the markets.
Yeah, the markets have been good.
Well, it seems like every time we do this on a Friday, we're like drinking because the markets are bad.
Right.
So we can actually.
This time it's a little different.
We got a little something happening positive for us right now. So.
Yep, and of course, he's playing UK today, which our next.
Yeah.
weekend.
Okay. So
This
we're recording
weekend,
this the
he's
day
playing-
before the Tennessee-Kentucky game.
Tennessee is.
And Eric did not wear his UK, so you all have to give him a lot of grief if you're a UK fan because I thought that a UK drawer full of shirts and stuff like that was required.
At least
Apparently not.
Hey, at least he's not wearing orange though.
I'm working on it though.
It's not
Another,
even that
20
good
or 30
orange.
years, I'll convince it.
It's not even that good orange. It's that disgusting pumpkin orange.
Burn orange. Anyway, all right. So today we are tasting Penelope. We actually did a Penelope cast strength. No, what
we did the barrel strength.
barrel strength. That's right. We did barrel strength not too long ago. That's
yeah.
probably been
3 months, maybe.
Yeah, a couple of months ago. This one's a little bit interesting. This is called Architecture. I have not had it. I don't think anybody's here.
I have not had this either.
Nope.
I've heard very good things about it.
Yeah, and I'm sure Miss Producer is going to throw up a picture of the back of the bottle, which is pretty interesting. But this was interesting. They play a little play on architecture and the structure of putting together this mash bill. And what's interesting when you see the back of it, there's like a little chart and it shows like what the flavoring is, and it's sort of like a little architecture. Anyway, it's kind of cool. But here you go.
What does it say we're supposed to be tasting?
It's got a list of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing that I caught was, interestingly enough, that there are French oak staves that are used in this. Well, that goes back to the Maker's Mark 46, which we tried and we all liked.
Yeah.
Right?
And you can tell it's darker. It's darker.
Yes,
type
it is.
Bourbon.
It does not have an age statement on it, so we don't know how old it is.
No.
And I may be wrong. I'd love to know. Give us some feedback if you do know. I don't think that all of the architectures are the same. I think there's different ones, and that particular barrel, that's what the recipe was.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's the case or not.
Oh, okay. Well, it's talking about consistency, or persistency, or something.
Persistency, yeah.
Persistency. Yeah, anyway, whatever that is, it really, honestly, it's a marketing thing. Be honest.
Yeah.
It's just a marketing thing. So, anyway, that's what we're trying today. You guys go ahead and taste it and see what you think. I will say that this is what, 54 proof, 52 proof? I think 52.
52, yeah.
Yeah, I think 52. 52, so 104 proof. What's interesting is, and you guys go ahead and taste it, but I did hear a podcast this morning where, I forgot what podcast I was listening to, and they were talking about bourbon. And they said, this particular person said, I had gone to, the one in Frankfurt. I'm totally drawing a blank.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace, thank you. They went over to Buffalo Trace to stand in line for some release, and he said he showed up thinking he would, got there early in the morning. He's like, I'll be there, for an hour or whatever. He said he showed up and there was like 250 people in line already for this allocation. And I said to myself, I talk about this all the time on here, that is Beanie Baby 101.
Yep.
Right? You're trying to get the purple polka dot elephant.
And the thing is that the lines at Buffalo Trace, having done it a few times, but I'm not waiting that long, those are for the regular allocated ones that we've done all of them on the show. There's no special release that they actually do up there in their gift shop. But yet people will get in line thinking that that's what they're getting.
It's the most unbelievable
It's
thing.
crazy.
Anyway, all right, so what'd you guys think? Well, it's on here. I'm looking. You guys give your thoughts, but what's interesting, they talk about kind of the fruit on the nose, and that's a very high rank, which means I'm totally guessing here. I don't know. I didn't do the study on that. But I did smell, it's very sweet tasting. I didn't get a whole lot of spicy, which spicy is, I guess, they're level 3 on here.
See, I got a lot of spice in that. And that's what I tasted was the spice and maybe the vanilla. Now, once again, I read on there that that's vanilla. Maybe that's in my head and I'm imagining it. I don't know.
I taste vanilla, a little bit of caramel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about fruit.
But the fruit is the highest palate.
Yeah, I don't know if I taste that.
I don't either.
There's a little bit of spice, but it's not too bad.
I smell more of the caramel.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, you-
almost
yeah, you
tastes a little bit
definitely
like a
smell it.
rye. You know what I mean? It has that real high spice content. I like it, but it tastes a little bit more like a rye than it does a bourbon, at least to me.
How does it stack up to the barrel strength that you all did? I wasn't on that one.
I was on that one.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back and
right.
taste them side by side I don't remember.
I think I like the barrel strength better. But
Y'all were raving about that one.
yeah,
No, it was good. It was, and I think this is good.
yeah.
It's,
I think that I like the barrel strength better because I remember we all raved about it. It was so good. I'm not raving about this one. It's very good, but it's not. I'm not immediately going to go buy a bottle of this if I tasted somebody else's.
But you
I
did.
agree.
Well, but we hadn't tried it. So
just kidding.
This
No,
is
and what was the price point on this?
this was 52.
Okay, so around $50.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I've seen it for 60, and it was like I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to go for it at that price. Although, pass that down here if you would. After having that barrel strength on the show, I immediately went out and bought that
Yeah.
because you had said, it looks like they're going to allocate it.
Right.
And it was really good.
Well, I just happened to see a bottle of just regular Penelope, nothing, no Architect, no barrel strength, just and it was like $35, something like that, to
Yeah.
sit on the and
Right.
Based on what you all had said about Penelope before, I'd never had it before. This was the first taste I've ever had of Penelope, so I went ahead and picked up a bottle. I haven't had that one yet. I do like this though. I'm not going to rave about it, but
What do you think?
I like it better with the cube.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
much,
really good
yeah,
now.
It is a
that's
lot
good.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I totally changed the flavoring of it. It's not as spicy. You still get the kind of a little sweet
Yeah.
taste to it, but much better chilled.
Yep.
Much better.
And there's
Yeah.
more flavor.
And
There's
yeah,
a lot more
yeah.
flavor. Yeah.
It's just so strange how that happens.
Yeah.
I swear. It's like every week we talk about it, but it's just amazing how neat to. I actually would like this. I'd love to try this over a big block of ice where you don't get the water down.
Right.
You're just getting more of a chilled flavor.
Just more of the
I
temperature,
bet the
yeah.
flavoring is even better when you're just chilling as opposed to, and that you can get. You can get the stones, the cold stones
Yep.
you can freeze,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the cold blocks that have water or liquid in you, freeze them, whatever. That would be. I think that would be really good over that.
This is really good. Just a little bit of water or a cube of ice,
Yeah,
and it
it's
brings
good.
out tremendous amounts of flavor there. What now I get that citrus.
Yeah,
I didn't
do
get that
too.
before.
I do too.
there's no spice at all anymore.
no,
Goes right down.
not at all.
This is a totally different drink now than what it was.
It is. Yeah, but
Wow.
again, we go back to saying we say this every week, and we've had a few people comment on it and say, "Oh yeah, I started doing that, or I still don't do that, or I like mine this way, and it's the only way I drink it." That's fine. You can try the bourbon and try it your way that you drink it. But I'll tell you, if you just give it a little, give it neat and chilled, I promise you, you'll like. Some things you say you don't like because you drink a certain way. Try it a different way, you may like it. Because
right.
this one, I bet if we all rated this thing neat, it'd probably been in the 5s, maybe
Yeah,
6.
I was thinking 5 to 6.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
gonna do 5.
and then now, it's going to be probably. I bet it gets some 7s and 8s in here.
Yep.
For
I was
sure.
I was
Yeah.
thinking 7.5. So yeah,
it's really good, and this is one that. So my girlfriend's not a big, like Whitney's, not a big bourbon person, but this is one that if she tasted it, she'd be like, I could do it. I wouldn't do a lot of it, but I could probably do it only because it has a sweeter taste, not very spicy.
yeah. It's amazing what you can do to that flavor when you mix it with other things, be it just a little bit of water
Yep.
or temperature change, or putting it in a cocktail. We had reviewed the Larceny Barrel Proof months ago, which is pretty expensive stuff and very hard to find. And I was very disappointed because it wasn't a lot better than what it was. But I actually, a couple of weeks ago, I tried that in an old fashioned. Absolutely one of the best old fashions I've ever had in my life. Just outstanding.
Cool.
Yeah, barrel proofs, higher proofs tend to be great.
It really brought out lots of flavor. Really good. Now, I wouldn't recommend going out and buying that to make old fashions.
Yeah.
But it does prove that as you put different stuff in it, you try it different ways, you're going to find a lot of different flavors.
Yeah, and actually so I've got a friend of mine, fraternity brother of mine, Tony Wade, and I know you're watching because you watch it every week, but because you send me
Shout out to Tony.
you send me text messages, but no, he actually sent me text message and said, you ought to try this. So I'm actually ordered something, not what you sent me, because that's a little too high on my price point, but it is a way to taste bourbon in a different way. And so I've ordered one. It should be here, I don't know, it's probably at my house now. But anyway, it's a surprise, so you guys don't even know what it is.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so we're going to do it probably the next couple of weeks. Well, the next time we record, we'll do it because we're actually doing one right after this. So I'm not going to drink all of this because I'm actually waiting to drink more of the next
You know
one.
what's coming to the next one,
I know what's
right?
coming. But it is, again, a different way to try bourbon, and it gives it not a completely different flavoring, but a different flavoring. And I think he has one of these gizmos, which we'll show you guys.
Gizmo.
I bet
Interesting.
I
I
bet
think
I
I just
wonder
guessed
what
what
it
it
is.
was.
Yeah,
But, okay.
and so anyway, he has one of these things, and one of those things. It's way beyond my price point, but anyway, it's kind of cool, and it does change the flavoring of bourbon. So we're gonna try it in a little bit mini version here, probably the week after next. So anyway,
Cool.
that's it. Yeah. Final thought. Oh no, we got to rate them.
Yeah, we gotta rate 'em.
Okay, go ahead. Or who wants to go? I'll go first. So I will try it neat. I did try it neat. Neat. It's probably a 5 at best, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
It was good, but yeah. I'm gonna say 7.5 or an 8. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't want this neat. There's too many bourbons that a same or cheaper price point that I like better.
Yeah.
But when I put the ice cube in it, it watered it down a little bit. Fantastic. I would give this
Yeah.
a 7.5.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm the same way with neat, not buying it. Just wasn't that good.
Mhm.
But with the ice cube in it, it's probably a 7 for me.
Okay.
So flavors really came out. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd go 7. I still think the price point's probably a little high.
Taking
Yeah.
notes.
At, what you said, 52? You said?
Yeah, 52
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
you
yeah.
paid for
So,
it. A little
still-
cheaper than what it used to be, though. It's
Is
coming
it?
down.
Yeah. But I do like it, yeah, for sure. So, about a 7.
Yeah. Cool.
So, Miss Producer over there is going to be putting our ratings up on the screens, what she was telling us.
Oh yeah.
We're in the
And
process
keeping-
of going back and getting all the
Yeah.
old ones, but going forward, she's going to be putting them up on the screen so everybody
Yeah,
can see.
and we will at one point. At one point, I did see that. At one point, we will have our on our list together on a book.
It's
or whatever.
about halfway done, actually.
Oh,
So
really?
we've been working
Okay,
on that.
yeah.
The
Just-
spreadsheet?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
For
spreadsheet,
all the
just,
ratings,
when you
yeah.
got 10, 15 minutes of
Yeah.
nothing to do and you got a meeting coming up, go in there and
Right.
just find those and write them all down. So we're getting there.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. Okay, well that's it for another week. Make sure you tune in next week. This is one of a lot of people's favorite. Although I'm not
True
sure that-
unicorn next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's proper English, but who cares? It's Friday afternoon. But anyway, a lot of people like this next one, so make sure you tune in to next week. But also, we just finished up the Whiskey Row series from Old Forester. Make sure you go back and look at that. We did make a promise that we were going to do sort of a sampling. We will do that. I had a couple people say, "Are you guys going to do that?" Yes, we're going to. I promise we'll put that together. But we have so many people saying try all these new things that
Yeah.
we're trying to get them in. We just not had a chance to sit down and do the sample of the Whiskey Row series, although we will. And we're going to throw what's the other one that we did? You and I did
The Statesman.
Statesman. We'll throw that in there as well because it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
It was good, yeah. So we'll throw all those in there, and we'll do them all. But again, make sure you check out. Make sure you like and subscribe, and that way you'll get all of our new content we send out on the. It's still Burgers and Bourbon, but it's really.
Fridays at the firm.
Yeah,
so
Fridays
let's just
at the
stick
Firm.
Well,
Yeah.
it's on our Money Puzzle channel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
subscribe
Yeah,
to
and
it.
speaking of the money puzzle, if you guys could do us a huge favor, and it's a monumental task, but for us anyway, but we do have a goal that we'd like to have for subscribers on that particular podcast. That's our regular Family Wealth Planning Partners podcast, where we do talk financial stuff. We are going to be coming up with some shorts, not shorts that you wear, but short videos.
You don't
Just
wanna
to be
see
clear,
that.
just to be clear. But those will be super short, minute, 2 minutes at a time. Those we're going to start recording over the next couple of weeks, so those will start coming out. But we're still going to continue to do our 20-minute-ish type podcast. But if you guys could subscribe to that, it's easier said than done. If you guys could subscribe to that, that'd be awesome. Get your friends to subscribe to it, even if you don't watch it. I mean, watch it, but even if you don't, at least we get somewhat to our goal of 1,000 subscribers.
There
So-
you go. Tell them what the goal is.
Yeah, the goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023 is what our goal is. I just totally made that up. Maybe it's the end of over the next 6 months. But either
I
way,
like that better.
Have
either
another
way,
drink, Brian.
Yeah, either way, we want to get to 1,000. So if you guys could help us out, jump over there, hit subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Send it to all your friends and say, hey, these guys are pretty good guys. Can you hit subscribe? We would greatly appreciate it. Eric, want to sign us off?
I don't think I can do a
Well,
better
you
job of
just
signing
did it.
this off than what you did. You just so eloquently
No, it wasn't
explained.
eloquent.
There's absolutely nothing I could add that would be better than that. Although I will say, if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that red subscribe button in the corner. We would greatly appreciate it. Until next time.
Yeah, have a good week.